Oh, we got a special guest today. We got Rocky Shreds in here, new addition to my family. Say hi. Say hi, Rocky. Say hey. It's gonna be my little helper today. Hopefully he can bring me some sockets and stuff like that when I ask him. If not, he's just gonna be here in the cut. Today's video, we finally got an aftermarket wheel for the Foxbody. Anyone that follows me, you guys know that I've been literally waiting months and months. I want to say I've been waiting about 4 months for this steering wheel. I've been telling everyone I refuse to run any other steering wheel but this one. It's Ryan Literal's. He's a FD driver, I believe. Ryan Literal, it's his own custom steering wheel. I don't think they dropped this on their website. It was kind of like more of like a if you want it, pre-order it kind of thing. So obviously I loved it. I love the saying, scared money don't make money. This is a saying I use a lot, but that's a whole different story. But for the most part, this is kind of like a video of me installing it, kind of a how to install video as well if you have a Foxbody SN95 or even a new Edge. So yeah, let's get into it. You know, give you guys a rundown, some tools you need, parts you need to make it work with your car. So I love the quality of this wheel. Came out really good. Here, let me get some light on it just to show you guys. Stitching, the writing, it's on point, chrome. And there's his it's kind of like his little logo. It's lit, NRG. Some parts that you're gonna need to make the steering wheel work with your car. Obviously, you're gonna need a steering wheel. This one, I bought it brand new, so obviously it came with the necessary hardware to mount the steering wheel to the hub. Hell yeah, NRG for the win. So dope. Came with a little banner for free as well. But yeah, for the most part, it came with the hardware for me to mount the steering wheel to the hub. Came with a little Allen key. Also comes with a kit to wire your horn, so you're still able to use your horn. I don't think I'm gonna hook mine up just because I'm like, who knows, maybe. Depends on how I'm feeling. I really don't care to have a horn. But for the most part, you see there's little connectors right there for the horn. First things first, when it comes to wanting to put a steering wheel, so you have to buy NRG's short hub. It's going to take place of where the steering wheel is, and I'll provide a part number in the description as well for this. But for the most part, I believe it's 4 10mm bolts behind the steering wheel. You have to get those off. Funny story, the previous owner who had this car left these loose, so the first time I ever did donuts, the airbag already fell out. So it's like it already did half the job for me. But yeah, once you unbolt it, the airbag just comes off like nothing. After that, it's a 5/8mm bolt. Mine's already a bit loose, so you got to break this loose, and from there it should come off. Oh, and most important, before you take this whole steering wheel off, you have to make sure that your wheels are straightforward. Reason being, once you get it all together and you go to start your car, if your wheels are crooked or whatever, by the time you straighten out your wheel, your steering wheel is going to be sitting crooked like that. So that's what we don't want. So my wheels aren't straight. So let's get this bitch started, get the wheels straight, and then start the install procedure. All right, don't get scared, my boy. So let's go ahead, get it started, get the wheels straight. Yeah, wheels are straight, steering wheel straight. Try to keep it as center as possible. All right, and then from there, after you get these bolts off, get the airbag off, you got this. Go ahead, break it loose with your socket. Like I said, mine's already broken loose. This will be connected to your airbag, so you unplug that as well. And then, yeah, and then for the most part, boom, break that nut loose. Go ahead, get it out. Now that we got the bolt out, make sure you don't lose this. And this is the only, I want to say, maybe kind of tough part, because these steering wheels, besides being held on by the bolt, it's a press fitting. And some people are like, oh yeah, you need to go buy a steering wheel or a pulley puller, you know, install it here to help pull the wheel off. No, you don't. That's not the case. It's called man up and just fucking manhandle it off. So that's what we're going to do. Like I said, I'm going to try to get this on video for you guys. Hopefully the camera angle doesn't get messed up for whatever reason. But like I said, once you get that bolt out, actually what helps too is put the bolt in, put a couple threads, so by the time you yank it off, you don't hit yourself in the face or anything like that. So Let's get that on and just manhandle it off. Hammer time. Hammer time should help. Like I said, for the most part, I'm not, hey, chill out, bro. For the most part, I don't plan on keeping this steering wheel. And after banging it with a hammer a few times, some light damage. Yeah, no, we were able to get it off the shaft enough to get it off by hand. There we go. Then we got a few connectors back here still, I believe. So we got to unplug these right here. Steering wheel's off. I believe we have 1, 2, 3 Phillips screws we got to get rid of. So let's get those off next. Don't laugh at me. I know it's covered in RTV. Those Phillips screws out. There's a connector right here. Gonna remove that. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. There we go. Because you definitely don't need this no more. This is like a, I think it's for the airbag. So, but yeah, for the most part, don't need it anymore. Get your hub on. It only goes on, it can go on 2 different ways, but for the most part, it more or less fits one way. You see how it's kind of indexed to fit one way. So then from there, boom, you got it on. Get your bolt in. Tie it up. Don't over torque it. Just enough to where it feels right. You definitely don't want to strip out those bolts. Give yourself a hard time. Like I mentioned earlier, I was thinking about maybe trying to figure out how to make the horn kit work, but honestly, it's hot today. I don't care to have a horn, so for the most part, I'm just gonna get my wheel on finally and just call it a day. So yeah, just get the little horn button in, get the cover for it, line the holes up, get your bolt through the hole. From there, basically, you line it up with these holes as well, the bolts, and go ahead and secure it on. Oh yeah, dude, this looks perfect. It sits in a pretty good spot because I'm still on the fence about whether I want to buy the quick release setup. Quick release setup, it doesn't make a difference. Just having a quick release is just for style, just to look cool that you can take your shit on and off. It's also a good like anti-theft system too. Take your steering wheel off, no one's gonna drive away with your shit with no steering wheel. But for the most part, dude, I love how this looks. Looks so fire in here. Thanks guys, anyone watching, hopefully this answers some questions for you, helped you out on deciding whether you want to run an aftermarket steering wheel or not. For the most part, I love mine, it looks good. NRG, that's a good brand I really recommend, from their short hubs to their steering wheels to any of their other accessories. There's plenty of other brands out there, don't take my word, but for the most part, I'm happy with this setup. It looks good in there, great quality, easy to install, and the price, not too bad as well. Thanks guys, tune in again pretty soon.